with Cooking with Barb.
Today we're going to make saviates. It's an Italian sponge-like cookie, similar to a ladyfinger. This was given to me by my Aunt Annie Nacarata and her sister Mary Giannicara. Gave it to my grandmother, and Annie didn't like any grease or butter or anything in her cookies, so this is what she liked the best, and we all loved them, and they're so good with coffee. Okay, first of all, you start out, the recipe really calls for 4 eggs. I only had 2, so that's all I'm doing. 2 eggs, and my mixer's not working, so I'm going to do this by hand. Just beat 2 eggs. And we beat them about 200 times. And then we're going to add sugar. And the recipe calls for 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to use a half a cup of sugar. That's a third. Okay, we're going to mix that.
Turns all sugary.
Now we're going to, it calls for 2 cups of flour. We're going to use 1 cup of flour. This is a 1/3 cup, 2/3 of a cup, 3/3 of a cup. Okay, and it calls for 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm going to use 1. Salt.
Right.
Notice no butter in this, and no butter on the pan. I'm going to use parchment paper. This is thicker than usual. See if I got this recipe right. If there's anything else to put in there. No, we're going to bake it at 350. And they used to make them like this. They would pull them down like this. So I guess it resembles a ladyfinger. That's why they did this. Okay, you want to pause it? Okay. Now before we put them in the oven, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top. It kind of gives it a glaze. My cousin Chuck Bono loves these cookies. It was his grandmother, Annie, that gave my grandmother the recipe. Okay, we're going to stick them in the oven for 15 minutes.
Wah, wah, wah. Anybody do this? Go.
I'll pretend like I've just taken them out. Okay. Go. Oh, here's the cookies, just right out of the oven. You can feel they don't make an impression, and they're really good. Okay. I want to thank my grandson, Benjamin, for taking this video. He wants to put it on YouTube or Facebook or something. Thank you. Bye.
Go.
Okay, they're out of the oven now. Still warm.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Kind of spongy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like those spongy cookies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cheerio! Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.